Blue Heart Crochet. My name is Abby. I live in the northwest of the UK, and on these videos that I do, I just do these videos now and again where I just talk about what I've been up to or just random things. So grab your favourite project that you're working on, have a little sit, grab a drink, settle down, and we'll have a little chat while give you an update on what's going on at the moment with things, as I was getting back into the swing of making videos and then seemed to drop off the face of the earth. It's been hectic, and that just loads of different stuff. So yeah, just gonna give you a quick rundown of how things are. I may be sounding a bit funny. I'm drinking a lot. I've got cordial here. Just had to fill it up because I've just finished it. So yeah, I'm drinking cordial like it's going out of style. So yeah, but not feeling well, so that's why I'm drinking a lot. So yeah, so quick update. So I was getting back into the swing of making videos, and then the house next door, during the summer, it sold. Got put up for sale and it sold, and the people who own it now, they've been, you know, getting new people in. They've been looking, because the couple who've bought it, they're going to be renting it out, and I know from talking to the neighbours, like not just the ones who've moved into the new place, but, you know, talking around to other neighbours, that we know it was getting quite a lot of like views. Quite a lot of people were booking in to see it, you know, and things like that. So we thought it's not going to be out on for too long, out on the you know, rental market. Apparently there is someone who's agreed with moving in. They've got the contracts all sorted and everything. However, recently there's been a leak in the ceiling, in the roof. So yeah, they've had to have people come out and repair it and things like that. So there's been scaffolding up on the side of the house. Yeah, so it's just been really noisy, so it's just been practically impossible to film. And because obviously it's not my house, I don't know when they're gonna have people over, when they're getting work done, etc. Give them their due, they are like really good. It'll only get done like at reasonable hours and all this sort of stuff. You know, so can't complain on that much, but it has just been really noisy. And then in September we had was it September or was it August? One of the two, we had a fire in our kitchen. The insurance company, for the most part, have been really good with it. They've agreed with all the quotes that we've got, and they're happy to pay out for the estimates. We haven't had to fight them too much on what we you know, needs getting done. So they're doing quite a bit of the cabinets, because of the fire damage. They're replacing all the white goods, which we thought we were going to have to struggle against. We knew they were going to replace the cooker because it was completely broken. But the dishwasher and the washing machine, we didn't know whether they'd, you know what insurance companies can be like. They can be a bit of a pain in the backside. Don't really like to pay out, do they? Don't mind taking your money, but they don't like paying out. Yeah, we thought we were going to have a bit of an issue fighting to try and get the agreement to get the dishwasher and the washing machine redone, because in our kitchen you have the cooker in the middle, the washing machine on the right and the dishwasher on the left. Now when the fire came, it had gone around the back, and both of them had melted on the back. They were still functional, but we didn't know how long that was going to last. We didn't know whether it was safe, or whether it was going to just go kaput. We knew it was damaged by the fire. To what extent, we did not know. So yeah, we were worried we were going to have to fight to try and get that done, but they agreed that the price they agreed that the price they tried to suggest they were worth was a load of rubbish. We did have a bit of murder with them with that. I had quite a bit of murder with them over it. Sorry about that. I needed scissors. Finished this bit here now, so I'm going to need a big length of tail to be able to sew it on. I'm working on the mermaid tail for my nieces. So anyway, back to the insurance company and the Thingo saga. So basically they asked us, you know, can you get the serial numbers off the back of the machines? Now my dad has disabilities that affect his mobility, that affect his ability to be able to move around on a day-to-day basis. There was no way he was going to be able to start pulling these heavy machines out, and I couldn't do it alone. So we explained that to the company. We said, listen, if you want to get someone out to come and help me do it, no problem. But yeah, I was not going to be able to do it on my own. And you know, yeah, so we spoke to them, we just said that to them. We explained that I wasn't going to be able to do it on my own, you know. Is that okay? That, you know, they come and send out someone to assess it, because believe it or not, to actually assess the damage and what needed doing, they did it via Zoom. Yep. So anyway, so they were like, oh no, it's absolutely no problem. We've got other ways we can, you know, verify it. So we thought, great, no problem. Then the person who was dealing with our claim was off. They had booked some time off work, so they weren't going to be in to be dealing with it for a little while, which, you know, fair enough. So someone else took it over. The person who took it over, because we'd not gave the serial numbers in, they gave us the minimum they had to give to replace a cooker and all that. It was actually ridiculous. They gave us a voucher for a shop in the UK called Curry's. It sells all, you know, like appliances and you know, like all the white goods that we had, but then also like TVs and stuff like that. They, you know, sell absolutely tons of stuff, like electrical goods and stuff like that. So they gave us, I think it was $110 for Curry's for a washing machine. I went on the Curry's website. They actually had no white good. They had no washing machines for under 150. I think I found the cheapest one for. So I rung them up, and the woman was like, well, you know, you've not gave us in the thingo. I said, well, you said that was fine, because you were not going to get someone to come out and, you know, actually evaluate it. You know, explained about, like, you know, my dad's, like, you know, medical conditions, you know, he's got a fracture in his spine and all this and the other, and that explained, you know, there was no way he was going to do it on his own. I'd need help doing it. I physically cannot pull them out on my own. So she said, oh, I'll come back, I'll see what I can do. Thankfully, by the time this person was getting ready to get back in touch with us, the woman who'd been dealing with our claim got in touch. I actually found the receipt from where we bought our washing machine earlier this year. We'd actually bought it second hand because our washing machine just went kaput on us randomly. So we bought this second hand one from a place that reconditions them. It's like a charity sort of thing, you know, trying to make things more affordable for people. And I had the receipt, I still had the receipt from when we ordered the washing machine from there. And I said, look, we paid this amount, and your offer is so much lower. And that is with ours, like, you know, being second hand and all this and the other. So, because what they've got to do is they've got to match the items specs wise doesn't matter how much we've paid for it. Like, you know, we could have paid a lot less because we bought it donkeys years ago, or we bought it second hand, but they have to match the specs on it for us. That's part of, you know, the thing, yeah. So anyway, we went round, we spoke with her for ages and ages, getting it all sorted, and then finally got the quotes agreed, got everything delivered. It's now all been fitted, the white goods, and some work has started on the kitchen. We've had the floor ripped up, so again, I couldn't film while we had people coming in and out, doing that and getting the deliveries. But yeah, the main thing is we've got things now. You know, we've got the cooker and the washing machine, dishwasher. We're not going to worry about them potentially going kaput on us because they were damaged. So it's been a big weight off the mind, dealing with that. So yeah, it's been practical reasons why a lot have not been able to film, and then there's been health stuff over the past particularly few weeks. So my dad so I'm filming this on Monday, what did I say, 16th? 1 minute, have I got my phone? Yeah, I've got my phone here. Yeah, it's Monday the 16th. This will probably go up tomorrow because my laptop is playing up a bit at the moment, so this will probably go up tomorrow. It's supposed to go up today, but yeah, I've just felt crummy. Yeah, so what's it now? So yeah, sorry, where was I? Monday Tuesday that's just gone. My dad came home from work and he'd tested positive for the cocoa. So I'm saying that because I don't want this video getting censored, like, because sometimes when like you post stuff, I've seen people post it and like it gets flagged up for, you know, talking about it and all that, because you've got to be careful what you say, you know, with misinformation and all that. But yeah, anyway, my dad tested positive. I've been the dutiful, doting daughter, looking after him, making sure he was okay, and in the process of doing that, I've caught it off him. So yeah, that's what happened with me. I'm now positive. So yeah, I'm doing okay. I seem to be coming out of it because when I did a test today, because I've got to do a test every day before I was due to be in work tomorrow, Tuesday, and I'm doing work on Thursday. I've got to do a test Monday and then Wednesday as well, and if I come up positive, I'm not allowed in, and so yeah, I did a test today, and long story short, the line just took quite a while to appear. It didn't come up dead quick, which is what's happened for us early on. So my dad's now negative, and we noticed that on the 14th, which was Saturday when he tested, it took a while to come up. So we thought, great, he's coming out of it. I then did a test on me and I was positive. So yeah, it's one of those. It's yeah, it is what it is. I'm thankfully, symptom wise, not terrible. The thing for me, it's been the headache. The headache has been the absolute killer for me. Just genuinely feel like someone's like bashing my head against a brick wall 24/7. Yeah, and then I've been a bit sneezy, so that's for me has been the extent. I'm very fortunate. I've been quite good with it. So yeah, I'm very lucky. Can't complain, you know, when you consider how bad it gets for some people, and stuff like that. So yeah, that's been one health issue. The second health issue is that I've mentioned it on the channel previously. I'm currently under investigations for conditions with gastroenterology They think they sort of know what it is, but the only way to diagnose this issue is to do a colonoscopy, I think it is. Camera, basically, one of the cameras. I'm not sure which sort of thing it is or whatever, but anyway, they've got to have a little look with cameras and stuff like that. So I'm on the waiting list to get the camera. I got seen in July, but unfortunately, because of a COVID backlog, it takes around 40 weeks from your referral if it's routine to getting seen. Now mine is classed as routine, obviously, because you know, it's not life threatening. There are times where I'm in a lot of discomfort, pain at times and stuff like that, but it's not life threatening. And I know someone who's had to go for one of these scans, and theirs has been potentially life threatening. And I would, you know, that's why I'm just like, I'm so thankful that I'm waiting the 40 weeks, because it means I'm routine, you know. But anyway, I had a really bad bout of symptoms for 2.5 weeks in August, and then I've had a really bad bout again. So I contacted the consultant in August. By the time the letter got back out to me, basically I'd started, you know, the symptoms were decreasing and the flare-up was sort of passing. So they told me to go and get these tests done when, like, so they can get a better picture. Obviously, because of the symptoms not being too bad at that point, I didn't go and get the test done. I had the test done on a week ago today, actually, and then I rung them up on Friday and spoke to them, and they've actually got a telephone appointment on this week. So I'm gonna speak to the consultant this week and hopefully get a bit of a better idea of what on earth is, you know, not what on earth is going on, because we can't do it without the scan, but sort of get a idea on how I can help deal with, you know, the health issues while I'm waiting. So that's the goal. And then also, to go with that, I've been in contact with my GP service, so my, you know, like my regular doctor that I see, because what it is I got diagnosed with pernicious anemia in 2022. Now, I was very delayed in getting the test done. Back at the time, I was at a different GP surgery, and the rankings actually came out in our local newspaper at the 5 worst in the whole county, and mine was there. My old one, anyway. There we go. Yeah, so, yeah, it came out really bad, and I'm not surprised from the treatment that I had there, and like the treatment that my dad was experiencing there as well. It wasn't just like, you know, one-off thing. It was absolutely terrible. So anyway, I'd been complaining for well over a year that I felt like I had low B12, because I'd actually been tested for low B12 when I was in my first year of uni. It came back as low. They did a one-off treatment and then just never actually looked at it again. Just went, okay, see ya. And I kept requesting to get my B12 checked, and it's very easy to check. It's a simple blood test, but that involved the GP surgery having to do work, you see. So I kept getting told, you know, my symptoms were down to different things. So for example, the heart palpitations, that was down to my anxiety. The tiredness and the confusion was down to like my depression and my mental health. And actually the way I managed to get them to test it was, I was with my ex at the time. We were moving in with each other, and we were potentially looking at, when we moved in, you know, starting to, you know, down the line look at having a family. And then, although we were being cautious at the time, there's no 100% effective way, is there, to prevent, you know, pregnancy. Every birth control method has its limits. So anyway, I, you know, said to my GP surgery, you know, these are my symptoms, can you test me once again? No, go and speak to your mental health professional. It was. And I spoke to them and said, right, okay, this is the situation, I'm with someone, we are being cautious, but there is, like, you know, obviously no way we can totally prevent pregnancy. And like, yeah, we totally, you know, we understand that. I said, right, can you put on my notes then that you are refusing to give me a B12 test, as low B12 can cause birth defects. They are neural tubal defects, which can be very severe, cause very life-limiting issues for a child, and some of them can actually lead to stillbirth. One of these medical conditions, anencephaly, which does cause stillbirth, my uncle was born with that and passed away because of that. And so I said, listen, can you put it on my notes that you're refusing, mention that, you know, we do have a family history of this, and I had my uncle's certificate there, so, you know, it was definitely, that was the cause of death. And I said, can you just put it on my notes, because if anything happens, you know, we would probably, you know, have to look at suing, because, you know, caring for a child with those type of disabilities would be expensive. And believe it or not, doctor at one moment went out, came back about 10 minutes later and said, we're going to just send you for a B12 test just to be cautious. I got sent for a B12 test, and I was deficient. So I got started on the injections then, and I've been on them ever since. They believe I've got a condition called pernicious anemia, so my body just doesn't, long story short, my body doesn't absorb B12 when I eat it with food. That's why I have to have the injections, because it goes straight into the bloodstream there. And one of the things, it can cause neurological side effects if not dealt with early enough. And I've been going for years trying to fight for a blood test, you know, thinking there was a possibility as I was having these symptoms. Now, when I had the blood test, a lot of the symptoms that I was having was going away, so I wasn't as tired as much anymore. What I call my joker lips, where I was getting these massive cuts on the side of my lips here where the crack is. They go, you know, and the blurred vision I was having, that went. But one thing that really I did not feel was going was the numbness in parts of my hands, which is one of the neurological side effects. So I had an appointment with the nurse at my GP surgery last couple of weeks ago now, and we were just discussing, you know, okay, this is what's going on. So she tested it, so she had my hands under, like, there was this like thing in front of me there, she had my hands under this thing so I couldn't see, and she'd tell me she's gonna, you know, touch and pull away, touch and pull away. So he'd tell me every time I felt her start, every time when I felt her stop, and whenever I felt her change the pressure intensity. And there were times apparently where I was not, like, there was quite a few chunks where I was not feeling anything, and she's going over with this, like, it was like this vibrating thing. It was very weird. So yeah, I've got numbness in certain parts of my fingers, which does affect my ability, like, to knit and crochet. And that's one of the reasons why I really noticed that it wasn't going, was because it impacts me quite a lot. I'll drop things dead easy. Like, you know, I'll be crocheting and knitting, and I'll just, you know, depending on how I'm holding the yarn or that, I can easily just drop it because I don't feel it there. I'll try and grab it and I'll completely miss because I'm not feeling it, and stuff like that. So I've got compression gloves. They'll help to some extent, but they won't be able to get to totally bring it back. But hey ho, it is what it is. Could have been a lot worse. And you know, you can live with it. It's not the end of the world. You know, so yeah, that's where we're at with that. But that's been what's been going on. It's been a bit hectic and crazy and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just been absolutely bonkers. But hopefully things will start to settle down now. Things will start getting smoother. I say this and then, you know, things will go crazy. Again, it's always the way, isn't it? You jinx yourself. So yeah, but I just thought I'd come on, chat with you all, let you know what's going on, because I've had a few messages of people asking, you know, how am I doing? I've also had messages of people asking, you know, how's Buddy doing? Quite a lot. I get quite a lot. He's fast asleep. One moment, I'll see if I can get it. What? You saying hello, mate? He's fast asleep. He's fast asleep because we've just been on our walk. Buddy is finding new ways every time we go on our daily walk to wind me up. It's included things like flicking grass in my face, waiting until I'm bent. Like, I wait for him to finish doing his bits and doing all his grass kicking thing everywhere. And then I'll go to, like, you know, pick up his business and he'll start flicking me with grass in the face. Today, his one today was he decided he wanted to stop to chew on his lead. Yeah, he's doing okay. There are times where, you know, he's not doing as good. So whenever we have to leave him home alone, we've noticed, like, when we come back we can hear him barking, and we've spoke to the neighbours and apparently he just barks while we're gone the whole time. So we do try and leave him home alone very little. Thankfully my dad is actually hopefully retiring by the end of this year. He will be retired, so no doubt I will probably be getting texts in work of photos of me dad and Buddy on their little adventures. But yeah, he's doing good. Aren't you gonna come and say hello? Come on. Ugh. Come on, me little hot water ball. He's become my dad's little best mate, haven't you? You know, he says, sticking up there because he's been lying. Go say hello. Say hello. Oh, you okay? He looks very emotionless, but for the most part, he is a very happy dog. Yeah, he's loving life for the most part. Whenever we go out, my dad, I'll let you lie back down, mate. Whenever we go out, my dad always tells, oh, get him in the front, sit him on your lap. And my dad's like rolling down the window. My mum does it as well, to be honest. They roll down the window and Buddy is just sticking his little head out and loving it. Yeah, he's absolutely loving life. But yeah, I thought I'd just come on, let you know. I have now got to sew the fin onto the mermaid tail, so I better stop because I'll need to concentrate on. But yeah, I'll probably edit this tomorrow now and get it uploaded, just because my laptop is being a bit funny. It's really playing up. I think it's on its way out. I think it's really on its last legs. And yeah, so I'm going through it, you know, trying to get everything sorted on it, get rid of everything that's really not needs on there anymore, because I've had this laptop for years in the hopes of trying to, you know, just keep it okay. I have, with my birthday money, ordered a new laptop. I've had to save up quite well to be able to get a new laptop, because I play The Sims on there, so I do need a gaming laptop, and they're so expensive. So I've got a refurbished one. Yeah, and as long as it plays my Sims, lets me run my genealogy programs, and lets me run my video editing, it's fine. So yeah, this will probably get edited and uploaded tomorrow, but I have got videos going forward to come up on Monday and Fridays, and I've actually been planning in advance them so that I can sort of figure out what I want to do. Yeah, so I can plan in advance. Next week I think there'll probably be one day where I'll film quite a few videos, because there's quite a few videos that I can batch film in one go, get them upload, scheduled to go up, so that makes things a lot easier. So I might try and do that sometimes over the next week or so, because yeah. But anyway, thank you all for coming back to listen to me ramble. Hope you're all doing well, staying safe and taking care, and I will speak to you all on Friday, where I'm going to hopefully come along and do a craft catch up. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.